Hey, I'm Liyana.
I'm Grace.
And I'm Andrea.
And for our 10th episode, first of all, thank you so much for watching. Until today, you've made it happen. We're going to do something special just for you. We are going to test out every single love advices and tips from all these therapists to Andrea.
And what better way to test this out? None other than a food fest. And she's gonna listen to all of our instructions.
Pickup lines included. Okay, get ready.
To the guy in black with beard, holding beer.
Hey, are you here alone?
No, I'm here with my fiance.
Oh, okay.
Okay, girlfriend?
I'm alone, so I'm wondering what's good around here.
Oh, we've just got here, so I haven't even tried any food yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay.
I know it was packed, but there were a lot of people with partners over there. So it was not an easy task, and you don't even know because when they queue up alone. And then when you ask Andrea to approach them, it's like, oh, sorry, I got a girlfriend. I'm like, what?
The first conversation that left an impression on me was the guy in white. He had a blonde hair.
Somehow in my mind, I was like, oh, he's just gonna ignore me because I'm just a brown chick. I'm not like a white chick. So at first I was like, I don't think he's gonna give me his phone to make a call.
I was really impressed that Andrea could go on and on.
But he did like Layan me, you know? He like talked to me. Like he even asked me like, oh, what are those? Like he pointed at my drinks, and then I even asked him, oh, so do you want to try? He did.
Whoa, she doesn't even need us here.
Can't help but notice your tattoo looks good.
No, I can't help but notice your tattoo looks really cool.
One of the questions that Grace and Liyana gave it to me is like, always approach a stranger with like, oh, what's good here? Have you been here before?
Hey, can I know what's good here?
I don't know, I'm getting one of each thing.
Oh, okay, cool. By the way, your tattoo looks good though.
Hey, thanks.
Where did you get it done?
Where did you get it done?
I got it done in Bangsa.
Oh, okay.
From there we start a conversation. I even asked him like, oh, where did you get your tattoo? It's quite cool. And then he started talking about where he got his tattoo, and then I start talking about my tattoo. Yeah, we become tattoo friends.
You want to order first?
No, you order first.
One of each. Yeah.
So what do you do?
So what do you do?
I'm in an agency, but a boutique agency.
Are you alone here,
Are
by
you
the
alone
way?
here?
I'm with my group of friends over there.
Oh, okay, I'm back there.
Oh,
Yeah. Yourself?
that's so nice.
Yeah,
I came alone.
I came alone, yeah.
Oh, it's just an experience.
Sadly, he's not single, but he was really nice. Even though he wasn't single, he actually had a conversation with Andrea. He didn't shut her off. He didn't walk away. He even gave her a signal to somehow come out from the queue just so they can have a one-on-one conversation. And he actually pointed out, oh, my girlfriend's over there, and it didn't make it awkward. You have Instagram before you go.
By the way, do you have Instagram?
Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
See you. By the way, you're on camera right now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. That's a camera there, and that's a camera
Oh,
there.
shit. Okay.
It's a social experiment to see how friendly people are.
Okay.
It was so noisy, I can't even hear them the first thing. They were like, both of them yelling, go to the guy, go to the guy. I'm like, which guy, which guy?
I hit the jackpot when I asked Andrea to approach that guy. He's dressed in black. And when I saw him, I kind of knew. Like, he was walking around a few times around the area. So I was like, I really want Andrea to try for him. They had like this chemistry going on. Like, I don't know, I feel like he lit up and she lit up. He wasn't like, oh, no, I don't want. He was like, hey, it's cool. A girl can approach a guy.
The conversation that he had with Andrea was very natural. Like they didn't even have to try that hard, and they both exchanged contacts, which is very important.
Both of them like, okay, say this, say that. So I was quite confused. I don't know which one to say, like A or B. I was like jam a bit at the point. But he made a conversation to me, so I just go with it. I asked him, so is this drinks like good? Then he was like, oh yeah, it's good. You want to try some? Then he just offered me a drink. And then I think it's pretty cool. Like, I think he's a gentleman. So they were giving me cue, like just go to him, bump into him and say, oh sorry, can you snap a picture of me? I was like, what? Who does that? So I was quite surprised too, like, okay, that's random and weird. But he snapped a good photo lah.
But I think it's a good start because it's literally just pushing her out of her shell, out of her comfort zone.
I'm really proud that Andrea is able to do this because if you don't know Andrea, she's actually a very shy girl.
After he snapped my picture, they even asked me to say like, oh, you're the boyfriend material. Like,
Let me get your name.
Andrea. My
Noah.
name's Andrea. Nice to meet you. By the way, you're on camera right now.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
That's the camera.
All right.
You want to say hi?
It was so much fun. It's just that me and Liyana didn't have like the same mindset of strategies. So at one point, Andrea was just waiting for us to give her like a cue.
Signal.
And I said, tell him he has nice eyes. And she went,
no.
tell him he has nice smile.
Because I think Andrea's not into his eyes, so just go for the smile. It's a safer bet.
I love Grace, but somehow I think the way she asked me to approach people is like a bit too much. She even asked me to bite my lip, like make it sexy. Who does that?
I heard that you wouldn't want me to be your dating coach.
I mean, I would want you.
Andrea, what were your favorite dating tips from that night?
The first thing is they asked me to approach a stranger, like something to do with the environment. Example like, oh, are you new here? What's good here? Something like that. Second is always compliment them. Like, oh, you really like have a nice smile or something. Or if
Nice
you're-
eyes.
Yeah, something to do with that. The last one I would say find something you have like common interest in, like the tattoo guy. You
Yeah.
have tattoos. Yeah.
And you guys really had a real conversation.
Yeah.
If you like this special episode of Pillow Talk,
Don't forget to comment and subscribe.
We might have more videos like this, but maybe I'm not in it. See you next time. Bye.